Happy day students, welcome to San Academy Pallikaranai, class 6 mathematics, chapter 16 is triangles. So triangle, so we all know triangle is a 2D shape and we know more 2D shapes like circle, square, rectangle, quadrilateral, and we have learned so many things about quadrilateral and circle and its part. Now it's time for us to learn more about triangles. So triangle is a plane figure which will have 3 sides and 3 angles. So these are the things we know about triangle. Now let us consider a triangle ABC. You can see it on the screen. So in the given triangle ABC, the line segments AB, BC and CA are the 3 sides of the triangle, and 3 angles are namely angle ABC, BCA and BAC are the 3 angles of the given triangle, and the vertices are the points A, B, C. So these are the basic information about the triangle what we have considered here. Next one point we have to remember here is the 3 sides and the 3 angles of a triangle together called the 6 part or 6 elements of the triangle. The 3 sides and 3 angles of the triangle are called as the 6 part of the triangle. Next we are going to learn something interesting called congruent triangles. Before going to the topic, let us learn the meaning for the word congruent. What is congruent? Nothing but it will have same size and same shape. Congruence means nothing but two things or two objects, whatever it will be of same size and same shape. Let us tell few examples. A 250 rupees note, it's a congruent because it will have same size, same shape, everything will be same. Even if you flip and join, it will have the same. Otherwise, if you tilt and join 250 rupees notes, it will be the same. So if two things or two objects having the same size and same shape, then they are called as congruent. Now, how can you tell two triangles as a congruent triangle? For that, first let us consider two triangles as shown in the screen. The two triangles are ABC and DEF. So as we already know, congruent means nothing but it should have same size and same shape. Now relate that concept to triangles. So obviously a triangle will have 3 sides and 3 angles. If these two triangles should be congruent means the 3 sides of both the triangle should be same and 3 angles of both the triangles should be same. Correct? Because the concept is it should be same size and same shape. Then we can call the triangles as congruent triangles. So let us see the definition. Two triangles are said to be congruent if every angle of one is equal to the corresponding angle of the other. Yes, if suppose angle A is 60 degree, angle D should also be equal to 60 degree because angle A and angle D are corresponding to each other. Similarly, angle B is 30 degree. Obviously, our angle E should be also equal to 30 degree. As we know, angle B and angle E are corresponding angles. Same thing with angle C and angle F. They should have the same measurement. As we all know, in triangle ABC, the sides are AB, BC and CA. And in triangle DEF, the sides are DE, EF and FD. If you want to prove the given triangles are congruent means, then the length of AB should be exactly equal to the length of DE. And same with the other two sides also. The length of BC should be equal to EF and the length of CA should be equal to FD. If it matches with all these points, then we can say the given two triangles are congruent triangles. Two triangles are said to be congruent if every angle of one is equal to the corresponding angle of the other and every side of one is equal to the corresponding side of the other. So this is what I was explaining. The angle A should be equal to angle D, angle B should be equal to angle E and angle C should be equal to angle F. Similarly, the corresponding side should also be equal. Next, let us learn various type of triangles like equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, scalene triangle, acute triangle, right triangle and obtuse triangle. Okay, and we are categorizing these 6 triangles into 2 different types. So we are categorizing under the length of their sides. So equilateral, isosceles triangle and scalene triangle will come under the considering the length of their sides. So we are differentiating these three triangles under the length. And acute, right and obtuse triangle, and we are categorizing the triangles by considering their angles. Let us see one by one. Equilateral triangle, or a triangle in which all the sides are equal, then it is an equilateral triangle. Suppose the measurement of the side AB is 3 cm, means obviously BC and CA should also have the same measurements. Then those types of triangles are called as equilateral triangles. Next is isosceles triangle. A triangle having two sides equal is called an isosceles triangle. It's not compulsory that either AB and AC alone should be equal or AB and BC should be equal. Any two sides of a triangle are equal means then it is called as an isosceles triangle. Next, scalene triangle. A triangle having three sides of various length. All the three sides of a triangle is having various length means then it is called as a scalene triangle. So here AB, BC and CA nothing will match with their length. Next, acute angle. A triangle each of whose angles measures less than 90 degree. So as we all know, a triangle will have three angles. All the three angles should be less than 90 degree. So because acute angle means the measurement will be less than 90 degree. So acute triangle means all the three angles of that particular triangle should have the measurement less than 90 degree. So this is an example for that. You can see here angle A has 40 degree, angle B 75 degree and angle C is 65 degree. Everything is less than 90 degree. These type of triangle will come under acute triangle as all the angles are less than 90 degree. Next, right triangle. So we all know by the name itself right triangle means so something will have a right angle. So our right angle is equal to 90 degree. Yes, very good. A triangle whose angle measures 90 degree is called a right angled triangle or simply a right triangle. Then it is called as a right triangle. Okay, if any one angle is 90 degree, then the given triangle is called as right triangle. Next, obtuse triangle. A triangle one of whose measures more than 90 degree. Any one angle of the given triangle is more than 90 degree, then it is called as obtuse angled triangle or simply an obtuse triangle. Okay, any one angle if it measures more than 90 degree, then it is an obtuse triangle. As you see in this example, angle P is 105 degree and angle Q 34 and angle R is 41 degree. Since one angle is more than 90 degree, this triangle is called as an obtuse triangle. Next, these are the few important points we should remember. Each angle of an equilateral triangle measures 60 degree. What is an equilateral triangle? All the sides will be equal. The angles opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. And the last point, a scalene triangle has no two angles equal. Next, angle sum property of a triangle. If you add all the three angles of your triangle, it should be exactly 180 degree. That's called angle sum property of a triangle. Again, we have few more results to remind. A triangle cannot have more than one right angle. As the angle sum property, it shows 180 degree. If one angle is 90 degree means obviously the other cannot be a right angle because right angle is 90 degree. A triangle cannot have more than one obtuse angle. Again the same, because the angle sum property shows that if you add all the three angles, it should be exactly equal to 180 degree. In a right triangle, the sum of two acute angle is 90 degree. So in a right triangle, one angle will be exactly 90 degree. The remaining both should be a acute angle. And if you add the two acute angle, it will be exactly equal to 90 degree. Only then if you add all the three angles, it will be equal to 180 degree. So that's all about our topic triangle and the concept triangle. Okay. So thank you so much. We have completed our chapter 16.